Let's be honest, most fantasy power systems work the same way. You study magic, a god blesses you, you find some legendary artifact, or you scream loud enough and suddenly your hair changes color. KCO doesn't work like that. In this world, your power comes from 4 completely different sources. What your body was born capable of. The rarest ability in the world that turns perception itself into a weapon. Ancient cosmic forces older than civilization itself. Or something you consumed, and now can never put down. Today I'm breaking down KCO's complete power system, completely spoiler-free. Let's get into it. First, Solara. Imagine the entire world submerged not in water, but in elemental energy. That's Solara. It's in the mountains, the oceans, the wind, the forests, even inside every living person. But everyone is born carrying only a trace of it, a tiny spark, enough to exist, not enough to fight. It's like owning a gaming PC without ever plugging it into the wall. Everything's there, nothing works yet. So what changes? A soul. A soul is a living elemental spirit, small, wisp-like, each one carrying the specific nature of its element. Fire souls burning deep crimson, water souls flowing aquamarine, each one alive. And yes, people consume them. When someone consumes a soul, a permanent channel opens between their body and the world's ambient Solara. Fire, water, earth, wind, ice, lightning, heat. Your body doesn't create these elements, it draws them from where they already exist. Soul arts being incantations, requiring the body to learn the language of the element through specific gestures, movements, and years of study. The channel grows with the person. There are no shortcuts, and some practitioners develop the ability to channel 2 elements simultaneously, combining them into something neither could produce alone. Wind and lightning becoming storm, fire and earth becoming magma. Now, there's a completely separate system in KCO's world, one that draws from Solara directly, no consumed soul required, rarer than Soul Arts. Something most practitioners will never develop regardless of how long they train. Illusion Arts, where Soul Arts shape energy to impact the physical world. Illusion Arts shape that same energy to trick the mind. 4 techniques making up the first tier. False copies, illusory bodies absorbing damage, fake attack images opening real counters, obscuring mist turning the battlefield unreliable. The consistent counter being the same across all of them. Pain focus, steady breath, don't act on what you perceive before confirming it's real. But the most advanced practitioners can access something beyond this. Genkai. When Genkai is activated, both the practitioner and their target become completely still in the real world. Bodies standing, eyes open, unreachable, because both minds have entered the mindscape, the practitioner's constructed reality. Their rules, their world, their creatures. For the practitioner, the mindscape is heaven. For the target dragged inside, something else entirely. Soul Arts draw from the natural world's elemental energy, but there's something older, something cosmic. Astral Arts, forces that exist above and beyond the elemental. Time, space, gravity, the sun, the moon, forces. Soul Arts can never touch. Every Astral Arts practitioner carries a casting item, a ring, a staff, a pair of spectacles, the key that opens the door to cosmic power. Without it, the door stays closed. And unlike Soul Arts, which grow through physical training, Astral Arts spells grow through intelligence and study, ancient texts called astral books expanding what domains a practitioner can access, the mind being the instrument, not the body. Now, this is where KCO gets its darkest. Heartherra are the noble creatures of KCO's world, uncorrupted, ancient, dragons, Pegasi, and under specific conditions, a person can consume a Heartherra's heart, the creature's essence bonding permanently, a seal appearing on their body, a single color tattoo of the consumed creature communicating the bond, a second heartbeat joining their own, this person being called a Heartherra. They inherit the creature's abilities, a dragon's elemental force, a Pegasus's speed, whatever the creature was capable of now living inside them, and the Heartherra has the potential to enter an awakening, a transformation state where the seal activates fully, scales, wings, the consumed creature's nature manifesting at a scale impossible in the standard state. Not everyone reaches it. It requires the bond being deep enough, and the person being capable enough to sustain what the transformation demands. But Heartherra aren't the only creatures in KCO's world. The fracturing is disrupting Solara, and when the corruption reaches a Heartherra, it doesn't simply kill it, it inverts it. The elemental essence replaced by shadow energy, the creature becoming something else entirely. A Necthera, And some people consume Heartherra hearts. When they do, only two things can happen. The first, what almost always happens. The corruption wins. The person becomes a humanoid Heartherra, the intelligence of a person, the corruption of a Heartherra. None of the original identity remaining. It didn't just enter their body, it replaced them. The second outcome is the exception. The corruption is mastered. They become what the world calls a Kurokami, a shadow god, someone who wields what destroys everyone else. But mastering the corruption doesn't mean escaping it. The Kurokami is still cursed, the corruption having taken something before it was stopped. For one person it might be sound, for another color, for another memory. Whatever was most specific to that person, gone, irreversible. And the battle never ending. On one end of the spectrum, someone fighting the corruption every single day. On the other, someone letting it win gradually. Not all at once, by degrees. And the most dangerous thing about those degrees is how reasonable each one feels at the time. KCO's power system isn't just a combat mechanic, it's the story's central question made into flesh. Soul Arts ask, what were you born to channel? Illusion Arts ask, can you trust what you perceive? Astral Arts ask, what cosmic force can you carry? The Heart system asks, when something is trying to consume who you are, do you have enough of yourself left to fight back? Every day, every time, with no guarantee the answer stays the same. KCO isn't about becoming the strongest. It's about remaining yourself when everything, including something inside you, is always trying to make you something else. And that question has no final answer. And that's KCO's power system. Elemental incantations drawn from the natural world, illusions that make the battlefield itself unreliable, cosmic spells channeled through ancient instruments, and somewhere at the edge of all of it, a consumed heart, a permanent cost, a battle that never ends. We haven't even talked about the bond system, spirit arts, or what happens when the fracturing reaches things it was never supposed to reach. So if that sounds interesting, stick around, because we're just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.